All right, here's the deal in Edmonton and across the NHL, and it's got every Oilers fan talking. First, a situation that looked like it was going to blow up in the team's face ended up turning out completely differently. Then, a wild rumor that sounded nuts started picking up steam, and it might actually happen. On top of that, a highly anticipated list dropped, leaving out names we all thought were locks, and fans were not happy. Everything happening behind the scenes could shake up the league and change the future of our squad. So stick around, comment what you think, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss a thing. Every fan had their eyes glued to that odd move that raised eyebrows around the Oilers. Plenty of people thought the league would hand down some heavy punishment. But hold on, don't get ahead of yourself. I'll break it all down in the next few minutes. After a lot of speculation, the NHL finally spoke, and the message came straight from Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly. The Edmonton Oilers won't face any penalties for how they used the long-term injured reserve list with Evander Kane. That's right, the team came out unscathed from the whole controversy. During the regular season, Kane had surgeries on both his abdomen and knee, keeping him off the ice almost the entire year. He didn't return until Game 2 of the first-round series against the Los Angeles Kings, and even without full game rhythm, he made an impact. He put up 12 points in 21 playoff games, 6 goals and 6 assists. The effort was massive, but the dream ended painfully as the Oilers fell again to the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Final. That disappointment still stings for the fans. While Kane was recovering, the team used the cap space to bring in reinforcements. Forward Trent Frederick and defenseman Jake Wallman joined before the trade deadline. It was a smart move that kept the team competitive. But Kane's chapter in Edmonton closed shortly after. In June, he was traded to the Vancouver Canucks for a 4th-round pick in the 2025 draft. The move split opinions among fans. At 34, Kane still has plenty to give. He's racked up 617 career points across stops in Atlanta, Winnipeg, Buffalo, San Jose, and, of course, the Oilers. That track record shows how valuable he's been, even with injuries and drama. So here's the question for you. Oilers fans, do you think the NHL did the right thing not punishing the Oilers, or does it feel like the team got a bit of an edge out of the system? I want your honest take in the comments. If you're enjoying this exclusive coverage, share it with your friends, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Let's keep building this Oilers community. Don't go anywhere, because what's coming next could be a game changer for the franchise. These are developments that some people doubted, but they're gaining traction in the league, and if they play out, the impact could be huge for the season. Stick around. You won't want to miss this. Once again, the team came close but fell short against the Panthers. The city buzzed, the ice shook, but the Stanley Cup dream is still on hold. And when that happens, the first question is, what's next? Because it's not just about what happened on the ice, but also what could happen off it. The team's future depends on massive decisions that are right around the corner. The Oilers have a solid core. Draisaitl, Hyman, Nugent-Hopkins, Bouchard, Ekholm, plus the young talent coming up. But there's a cloud of uncertainty that keeps fans on edge, and it's that uncertainty that's driving every conversation in Edmonton. When the league's best player enters the last years of his contract, anything can happen. What seemed guaranteed not long ago is now a big question mark. You probably already know what I'm talking about. Yes, it's all about Conor McDavid's future. He's eligible for a new extension, but so far, total silence. And that opens the door to all kinds of speculation. Some say he's just waiting for the right moment. Others think he's weighing if he can really win it all with this Oilers roster. He's been so close before, and almost doesn't build a legacy. Here's the kicker for any fan. McDavid is from Ontario. Since the start of his career, there's chatter about a possible move to the Toronto Maple Leafs. It seemed crazy at first, but now, who knows? We've seen this story in the NHL. John Tavares promised to stay with the Islanders, but when the chance to play for his childhood team came up, he couldn't resist. Why would McDavid be different? Imagine it. McDavid, Matthews, Nylander, and Tavares sharing the ice for Toronto. To some, that makes the Leafs instant contenders and rewrites NHL history. To others, it would be the ultimate betrayal for the Oilers. So, Oilers fans, do you think McDavid should stay in Edmonton to chase the Stanley Cup and cement his legacy here? Or is it time for him to take on a new challenge in Toronto? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Every new update just cranks up fan expectations. And the next one promises to be even more controversial. It's already sparking endless debates in Edmonton and dividing opinions everywhere. This one hits right at the pride of the franchise and is bound to light up the comments. And you can't ignore it. Every draft, every prospect, hope grows. We all imagine who might be the next star, the player who can push the team toward that Stanley Cup. But sometimes the outlook isn't all rosy for Edmonton. This week, Daily Faceoff's Stephen Ellis released a hot list of the top 10 Calder Trophy favorites for 2025-26. This award goes to the league's best rookie and always features players who leave a mark. Names like Zane Parekh, Ivan Demidov, and Ryan Leonard are on the list. Here's the kicker for Oilers fans. None of Edmonton's young guns made the cut. Not Matthew Savoy, not Isaac Howard. Both left out of the Calder favorites list. Howard comes in with high expectations. He stood out in college, won individual awards, and shone on Team USA at the World Juniors. But there's still that question. Will his game translate at the NHL level? Savoy has a different path. He had a solid season with the Bakersfield Condors, put up consistent numbers and got NHL minutes late last year. He showed confidence and presence, but still didn't make the favorites list. Looking at it coldly, Savoy seems more ready to step onto the NHL ice in 2025-26. But the competition is fierce, and it might still be too soon to dream about awards. So, here's my question, fans. Is the media underestimating Edmonton's young talent? Or are we fans just expecting a bit too much? That's the big question that's going to follow us all season. What's clear is that with Howard and Savoy, the future of the franchise is in good hands. The Calder might not come now, but they're being groomed to be key pieces in the run for the Cup. If you believe in these kids and want more exclusive Oilers content, leave a comment, share this video, and subscribe. Let's show the strength of Oilers Nation together.